Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karma, and in today's video I'm getting ready for junior year. It is currently 4:11 in the morning. Why am I up this early, you may ask? Because I had to eat breakfast, I had to pack my lunch, and I had to get myself mentally ready to go to school today.
No. I said no. You can kill all that right now.
I'm not ready. Like, mind you, the summer went by so fast. Like, I was not expecting school to be starting already. As you can see in the title, this is a get ready with me / tips for freshman year. Everything's gonna be new to you as a freshman going into high school. So these are just things that I wish I was told entering high school at the big age of 14. The first thing I want to talk about is number one, don't take guys seriously. This is something I wish I was told more, because honestly I was told not to take guys seriously, but I didn't listen. Of course, you're gonna want to experience that teenage love and your high school sweetheart and stuff, and that's okay, that's cute, that's cool. But especially being a freshman, you're new to the school. These are multiple different middle schools, new people you've never seen before. So of course there's gonna be guys within the first week of school, the first week, as soon as you enter the building, that are gonna be like, oh, I think you're cute, oh, I want to be with you.
Ho, brother, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
Don't take that shit seriously, girl. It's the first week. How can you even know he like you? How can you know he wants you? He just talking. He don't really want you for real. Like, that's not to hurt your feelings or to call you ugly or to say you're not wanted, but it's the first week. Don't take that shit seriously. That's number one. Number two is put yourself out there and make friends. Now, what I mean by putting yourself out there and making friends, obviously you're gonna make friends freshman year, but it's imperative that you make friends that are not in one group, because of course there's cliques and stuff in high school. That's not a lie. Cliques definitely exist. But instead of identifying with just one group of people, put yourself out there and make friends with multiple different types of people. So if you fall out with a group of people, you'll still have a backup group of friends. You know, from my experience in high school, I did fall out with my little clique, and I was broken. I was broken by it. Like, I was just down and out. Like, I didn't have any other friends because I took it so seriously, and I really thought we was gonna be friends all of high school, and it didn't end up working. So don't put yourself in a vulnerable position by excluding yourself to one group. That's like major, like for real, like seriously. Do not just click up and hang out with the same people every single day, every class, every time you see them in the hallway, every lunch, every single time. Don't click up with them, because this is the time where you make multiple groups of friends and put yourself out there and talk to different people. Number three, go to homecoming. Now, this is important because you are new to the school and you don't want to wait until sophomore year to go to a homecoming and go to the games, because people are going to say, oh, it was boring, it was bad, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to get other people's opinions about it and then go. The best time to go is as a freshman, because you're the most excited to experience things. And even if you don't like it, you don't have to go sophomore year. You don't have to go junior year. You don't have to go senior year. Just get that experience, because the dances in middle school versus the dances in high school, they're definitely different. Regardless if you have a big school or not, it's more people, more connections you can make, you know, dancing. It's better music for sure. They definitely play better music. I mean, in my experience, they do. Number four, this one is heavy. Like, heavy. Don't do this. Don't judge people based off what someone else says. I cannot stress this enough, how important this one is. Do not judge people based off what someone else says. I just said it twice, but the whole point is, do not do it. It is so important that you don't judge people based off what someone else says, because their experience might not be your experience with the person. As soon as I entered high school, there were people that had stories about me, because they had stories about me from a middle school, and they held on to versions of me from middle school. But from 6th grade to now 9th grade, you change so much. You go through puberty, you have new experiences. For me personally, I was going through grief, I was going through puberty, I was going through a lot of things. So the version of me that they might be judging and they think they know is not the version of me that they had in front of them. But they only judged me because they were listening to what someone else said instead of giving me a chance in me today, the version I was that day, you know? So don't be one of those people. Don't be a sheep. Group mindset never gets you anywhere because there's so many different groups, there's so many different perspectives, there's so many different days. You might catch somebody on the wrong day. That doesn't mean judge them based off of that day, because you be having some bad days too. Don't even lie about it. Okay, let's get into this hair. Oh, child. This is, bro.
Oh!
Don't judge, because I still have to spray it and stuff. I know you see that crisp parting. I did it myself. Number 5, experiment. Hold on, I gotta spray my hair. Experimenting can mean a lot of different things for a lot of different people based off the experience that you've had in middle school. Now, say you're someone that didn't really experience a lot in middle school and you never been to a party, you never had a sleepover, you never went to the movies with a guy or your friends. That could be experimenting for you. Some people, they experiment in other ways, like drinking, smoking, you know, going further with the opposite gender. Experimenting can mean a lot of things dependent on the type of person you are. So just experiment. Honestly, this is the best time, especially as a freshman. I mean, you still have time to do things. The older you get, more opportunities for things. But as a freshman, you want to have stories, because just think about it. One day you're going to have a kid and your kid's going to say,
Mommy, Daddy, what did you do when you were in 9th grade? What were your experiences?
You don't want to say something they can't learn from or something that won't be of value to them, you know? So just experiment. Don't be scared to do new things, because at this point, just expect everything to feel new and scary. Like, get used to it. Number 6, do not overextend yourself to be accepted. I said that a lot of them were important, but this one is really, really, really important because people will try to play in your face, especially in 9th grade, because once again, there's different opportunities, there's different experiences. So don't let people play in your face. Don't overextend yourself to someone, because just because you're kind doesn't mean you ignore how you feel to make somebody else feel comfortable. That's never gonna work out. And I understand wanting to feel accepted, but that's not how you get there, you know? You can be accepted without having to go the extra mile. You can be accepted by just being yourself. Number 7, once again, this one's important. Let your parents know you're not a little kid anymore. It honestly comes with time. It comes with opportunities you have. So say you get the opportunity to go out to the mall with your friends and your parents say,
oh, well, we want to come with you because you're still young, blah, blah, blah.
Don't sit there and take that, because you're the one that's going to be embarrassed that your parents are with you at the mall or the movies. So just let them know, like, I'm responsible, I'm older now, you can trust me to do certain things. Like, my life is changing, so in order for my life to change, you have to change as a parent. And honestly, this can happen in 9th grade, it can happen in 10th, 11th, and 12th. Like, it never stops, honestly. You just get better at wording it. But just expect that you're gonna have to, quote unquote, put your parents in their place, because as a parent, they just want the best for you, but sometimes their version of the best is not your version, and you can come to a middle ground with them. From experience, like, my mom, she used to get upset with me when I wanted to hang out with boys and stuff, and I just had to tell her, like, I'm getting older, I'm gonna be hanging out with boys, I'm gonna want to go by myself, you know, I'm gonna want to do a lot of things that she might not have been ready for, but I was ready for, you know? Number 8, don't judge yourself through someone else's eyes. Once again, this is important. I'm starting to see a theme here. Everything that I'm saying is important because it's all gonna come up at some point as a 9th grader. So not judging yourself through someone else's eyes is, like I was saying earlier, me in middle school versus me now are not the same people. So someone's experience with me on a random day in 6th grade is not the same experience they would have with me today. But they're labeling past me like, oh, she's loud, she's weird, she's annoying, she's this, she's that. But they're talking about me in 6th grade, telling people that are now in 9th grade about me. You know what I'm saying? So being in high school is a lot different than middle school because people are now trying to see where they are at and categorize themselves based off categorizing other people. So someone might categorize the version of me that they last knew, like 6th grade me, 7th grade, 8th grade. They're gonna categorize me out of trying to understand me, but people are never gonna understand you. So their version of you that they believe to be true, or what they decide to categorize you as, is never going to be your truth. So don't judge yourself through other people's eyes. Say you had multiple relationships in middle school, so people call you a bop. People call you a pass around. They call you a homie hopper.
Why people call everybody a hoe, but they nigga?
Whatever they call you does not identify with you in 9th grade. You don't have to allow that title to dictate the type of person you are or who you think you are. Because once again, nobody in middle school is the same as they are in high school because you go through so many changes. So, you know, the things you might have done in middle school, just forgive yourself for it and move on. Don't hold on to it and become what people want you to be. Because honestly, people are not going to have your best interests at heart. They might be calling you a homie hopper, calling you a bop to take the light off of them and what they did. You know what I'm saying? The things they did and what they don't want to be held accountable for. They're going to hold you accountable for it. And that's called projection. Honestly, expect a lot of projection in high school because, like I said, people are trying to categorize what they don't understand. Just don't judge yourself through other people's eyes because you're still young and you still have room to change. Now, don't listen to the rumors that people make up or the titles that people make up for you when you and you know what you've done or what you haven't done or where you've been and where you haven't been. You can't listen to what someone else says. Because rumors, they're all fake. Honestly, when I was in 9th grade, there was a lot of rumors that I didn't even know I did. People come up to me like,
Oh, so-and-so said you did this.
I don't remember ever doing that in my life, so I don't know where they got that from, but it seemed to me like they just wanted to use my name to get clout. Honestly, it's just clout chasing. They just use my name to say, oh, Karma did this, Karma did that. Now say I had sat there and made myself a victim of something like, oh, maybe I did do that. Maybe I rubbed them the wrong way. Like, no, that was never my issue. When people make rumors, they're making rumors to get a reaction because they can't access you any other way besides tearing you down. And if someone has to tear you down to get your attention, they're not worth your time. Whether it's a boy or a girl. Say you break up with a boy and all of a sudden he's making rumors about you now. He's not worth your time. You don't have to sit there and go back and forth with nobody or explain yourself to anyone. It sounds easier said than done, and it's the truth. It is easier to say not to care. But as long as you have a support system like your family or your friends or your siblings to talk about it with, you'll get over it. Because that rumor will last about 30 seconds before nobody really cares anymore. Then there's going to be a new hot topic, hot thing, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be a new thing. And it's not always going to be you. Even if it is someone else. Don't let someone slander someone else in front of you. I mean, I didn't even put that on my list, but that's just something to know. Don't be that person that just sits there and let someone get talked bad about. If you personally know that person and you hear people talking about them and making rumors about them, then shut that shit down and be like, no, I know my friend, she would never do that. Or I know my friend, he wouldn't do something like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow people to tear other people down around you, because if you're around that, you're no better than them. Even though you didn't say anything, not saying something is still saying something. So if you don't stand up for your friend, you're not doing anything, but you're still doing something. There's still going to be a cause and effect by you making that decision to not stand up for your friend. And I'm sure you would expect that. You would want someone to stand up for you. So don't get camera shy. Don't get, you know what I'm saying, awkward when it comes to standing up for someone else. Number 9, Just go with the flow. This is not something I would tell my ninth grade self, because I think I honestly did go with the flow in a lot of things, and there's a balance to it. Go with the flow with certain things, but not everything. So, for instance, say you're at a party and people are drinking and smoking. You don't have to partake if you don't want to. If you do want to, go with the flow of it. Don't be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is my first time. You don't have to do all that. Just go with the flow. But if it's to the point where you don't want to do something, that's when you cut that going with the flow off. You just be like, nah, I'm good. And people are persistent as fuck. Like, if they want you to do something, they're gonna keep pushing and pushing and pushing. So if you say you don't want to smoke or drink at this party, they're gonna try you multiple times, and you have to stand your ground. You have to mean what you say, and if you mean no, mean no. I'm not saying start a fight with anyone, but stand your ground. Even when it comes to like boys, just go with the flow of it. If you want to do it, whatever it is that you're doing, say you've never had your first kiss yet and you want to kiss this boy, go with the flow. Don't overthinking it, get scared and say, oh my gosh, this is my first time. Like, you don't have to let people know it's your first time, because I'm sure it's a lot of people's first time doing a lot of things in ninth grade. Number 10, the final tip. It's not middle school anymore. What I mean by that is there's gonna be people who don't like you. There's gonna be friendships where you fall out. There's gonna be conflict, honestly. And I'm not even saying like in middle school there isn't conflict, but because it's high school, you're in different situations, in different areas, different rooms, and you're more vulnerable as a high schooler. So you have to be your own protector. You have to be your own, bodyguard. You have a lot more vulnerability in situations where your parents aren't necessarily helping you, or they don't know everything that you're doing. You have to be the one to be there for yourself. So it's not middle school no more. It's really, honestly, high school is not scary. It's just learning to maneuver all the new things that are coming into your life, because a lot of things are new. And one final last thing I have to say, do not live for other people. And that's why it's very important that you do tell your parents that you're getting older, because you don't want to live a life for them. You don't want to live a cozy in the house, like by yourself all the time life for them so they can be satisfied, and then you look back and you're upset that you didn't do the things you wanted to do at your age, because this is the youngest you're ever going to be. This is the freest you're ever going to be. This is the least amount of responsibility you're going to have in life. Like, as a junior, I'm starting to feel it. Like, I don't have a car yet, I don't have my license yet, but I'm still anxious about doing those things, because these are responsibilities that I had to be prepared for. I've never driven a car on the road with other people. That's a really big responsibility, to make sure my life is safe and other people around me are safe. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of responsibility. It's great to be in that middle, in the middle of things, where you don't have too much responsibility, but you also have enough. Take advantage of it. Have a good year. Don't ruin your own year by focusing on other people too much, And also, one thing I really, really, really advise is forgive yourself, because there's going to be trial and error. There's going to be times when you make a fool of yourself or embarrass yourself, or, these are things you can't avoid. So just forgive yourself. And other people might not forgive you, but as long as you forgive you, it doesn't matter how other people feel. Just live it to the fullest, because you don't understand how fast it goes by. Like, I remember being a freshman and being excited and going to the first football game and going to the first homecoming and all that stuff. And it goes by so fast. Like, you really don't realize until it's already gone. So just live it out, Do what excites you, but don't do something that you don't think you're ready for yet. Regardless if you're going to ninth grade or not, don't be afraid to live your life, and don't live your life for other people. And that can apply to anybody in any age group, because you focus so much on making other people happy, you forget to make yourself happy. And you can't get mad at other people for the decisions you made for them. Like, honestly, I wish I could go back to ninth grade and do a lot of things differently, but I'm glad I did do the things I did, and I have the stories that I do have, and I learned a lot from ninth grade. So yeah, now it's time to talk about me. I know this video is about like 10 tips for freshman year, but also like I'm going to 11th grade. I'm definitely excited. It's nerve-wracking, but at the same time, I'm at the point where I really just want to get it over with. I am excited to make friends, but wait, y'all. I was just about to start talking about me, but the last thing I have to say about being in 9th grade is it's really easy. Like, schooling is really easy if you just pay attention. Like, you will pass your classes if you just pay attention. Don't be too wrapped up in other people and what they have going on to where you slack in your academics. Because honestly, I don't even think the SOLs aren't even hard. The teachers are gonna like try to stress you out and be like, you have to try, you have to really put your all into it. And I got like a 430 on my history one. I don't know if everybody has the same SOLs or like if it's different in different districts, but all I had was my math and my history, and I passed it because it was really simple and I paid attention all year. So as long as you pay attention, you're gonna pass. But if you're so wrapped up in other people, then you won't pass. And that's imperative. Like, it's really important that you pass 9th grade, because the older you get, the harder the SOLs get, and they will make you redo them. So say you fail an SOL in 9th grade, you have to redo it as a 10th grader, and that's a lot harder than just doing it as a 9th grader. But yeah, I don't really have a lot to say about junior year. Honestly, for junior year, I just want to get into different groups and be in uncomfortable spaces and just grow from it, you know? Be in classes or after school programs I wouldn't usually be in. That's what I really want to do. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you enjoyed me ranting about freshman year, and I hope you have a good school year, regardless if you're a freshman or not. Thank you for watching. Come back next Friday to see more videos of me. Like and subscribe. Bye, loves.